Hi, Leo, and welcome to Faylight Tarot. This reading is for your wellness for the next 4 weeks, that time period being from mid October to mid November. As per usual, I have cleansed and pre shuffled my cards so I can take my time in that and I don't have to waste any of yours. As any tarot reader will tell you, there are a lot of you out there, so take what resonates for you and leave behind what doesn't. And if it doesn't resonate with you at all, then that's okay. It's just not the reading for you. You can try again another time. But should you like what you see in here, then please do by all means hit the like, share, and subscribe button, and you will get updated when your next reading is available, and that is next week for your general reading. So, before we start, what is a wellness spread all about? For me, it is about seeing what is going on with you right now. Are you feeling good in yourself? Are you feeling sad or scared? We're going to take a closer look at that. And also, I'm going to talk briefly about areas that are lacking in your life, what to improve on, and also talking about some shadow work for you to work on, whatever it takes and whatever it means to help you reach that authentic self with who you are. So it's kind of like an honest, compassionate review of you. So your current energy at the moment is the Star, and that's beautiful actually for you to be there right now. So that could possibly mean that you're actually on a path of new healing, which is lovely, even new hope. Maybe something that you wished for came true. That's beautiful. Tell me about the Star, please, for Leo. What messages and energies do you have for Leo, for the Star? Messages and energies for Leo, for the Star. What's happening? Okay. Okay. We'll come to that bottom of the deck in a second. You have Temperance, you have the Death card, you have the Seven of Swords, and you've also got the Eight of Swords. Wow. Okay, so yeah, something happened for you that has absolutely put you onto this new path of healing. And I feel that what's happened is you had to really measure out the pros and cons of what happened. And through that, I think that there was a case of your purpose was altered and renewed. And I feel that you had to learn quite a fair amount of patience with yourself and listen to your emotions and your intuition, because something had definitely come to an end for you. And it was something that I was about to say respawned you that brought you to the new healing, because I think that something, whatever it was that had happened to you, Leo, it was something that happened to you that it felt like something had been stolen from you, or because there was some sort of a deception, some element of somebody sneaking out the back door. And what that did is that left you feeling very stuck in a certain situation. It left you feeling very bound, and I think you were probably tied up in so many thoughts, excuse me, that you didn't know what to do with those thoughts. God, she's so gobby, that dog of mine. But you saw it through and you came out the other side, and that's absolutely spectacular for you. At the bottom of the deck, for your subconscious and the hidden, you have the Three of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Yeah, you've definitely come to this place of celebration, and it could entirely be as well that you've been able to really express your emotions very well. You're wearing your heart on your sleeve. There could also be a new relationship on the horizon, and you were really struggling about, well, should I take this opportunity or should I not take this opportunity? Probably because what had happened at the beginning had was still there for you, in your mind and you thought, well, I just don't really know what to do, but you recognized that it was time for you to look to the future. Oh, I'm really happy for you, Leo. That's beautiful energy. So what aspect is being forgotten or neglected? And that is the King of Wands. Now, this could entirely be your energy. It could be somebody else's energy. But let's take a look first before we make any chat. King of Wands for Leo. What energies and messages do you have for King of Leo? King of Leo. King of Wands for Leo. There you go. King of Wands for Leo. King of Wands for Leo. Okay. A lot of messages coming through for that. My goodness. We'll come to that again in a minute. So we have the Strength card. We have the Two of Swords. You have the Hierophant, the Eight of Cups, and you've also got the Nine of Swords. Wow. Yes. Definitely something I feel an influence that you found very compelling and charismatic. Somebody that had your attention, that really had your attention. And what happened there was there had been some degree of strength with it. There had been some degree of you kind of recognizing, hang on, I need to talk to myself, because this is your card, Leo. I have to really talk to myself and look at myself and figure out what the hell am I doing and where the hell am I going. You had a recognition, I think, for needing to heal, because the Strength card is a healer. She's also a quiet leader. So you taking ownership of yourself, I feel. But as much as you knew that, because you are intelligent, Leo, it was still something that you really, really didn't want to have to do. You didn't want to look at yourself, and you didn't want to face up to this, having to leave this behind. But a lesson had been learned for you, and it's one that has stuck with you. And because you had faith, you were able to walk away. The Nine of Swords as well. I think you had to really, really look at your fears of abandonment, the anxiety that gave you. Let's have a look and see what's happening at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, the Five of Swords energy, which is that all or nothing. I think you felt that you were left with nothing at the time, but now you're walking a chosen path and you're looking towards the future. And what's beautiful about that is that there is a celebration there for you, because you're regaining your fire. Yep. Okay, what area of your life is too full? And that is the Seven of Wands, that feeling that you have of having to defend yourself for whatever purpose. Tell me about the Seven of Wands for Leo. Seven of Wands for Leo, what news is there? Thank you. Tell me what's happening for Leo. Any messages? Messages and energies. Got a flipper. Boop. I don't know why I have to boop every flipper. I've just noticed that. That's fine. Just roll with it. We have the Star card, the Three of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Five of Swords. Yeah, what area of your life is too full? And it's that Seven of Wands energy where you do feel that you have to defend yourself. And I know that after something like this that seems to have happened for you, it is easy to become super defensive and to throw up your barriers and to not let anything touch you. But you are on a new healing path. You really are. And I understand that the heartache that has come from that has really, really torn deeply into your heart. But where is your own compassion for yourself? Where is your kindness for yourself? And are you recognizing and processing certain emotions that come with this situation? Because that's something that affects your healing now, if you're able to do it or not. But you're dwelling on this being left with nothing. But this new healing will only come into true fruition if you understand your emotions behind this trauma, this thing that has hurt you so deeply. Because the Star card has the element of a wish fulfillment there. And wishing on a wounded heart, it's just a bit of a monkey's paw situation for me, you know, because after all, what you put out into the universe is what you get back in return. And I know that that's easier said than done. It really is. But healing is not a quick fix. It does not happen overnight. It takes as long as it needs to take. You know, I don't believe in this whole, oh well, 6 months to a year it should take this process and this stage of da da da. No, it takes as long as it takes. And time is not a healer. Time and effort combined is a healer. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Page of Wands, we have the Six of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles here. Yep. So if you are willing to go on to the journey and to put the work in there, if you're willing to go after that, you will find some healing within your childhood, as well as with the people from your past, maybe even doing it with the people from your past, because you will eventually come to a point where you are going to be able to take these swords, this trauma, with you to the next horizon. Do you take them with you or do you leave them behind? Only you know. But a new horizon is available to you, and it is one that you will be successful with. There will be abundance for you. You just need to do the work. So how are you affected by all of this energy that's going on right now? And that is, unsurprisingly, the Nine of Wands, that feeling of staying safe behind your wall of wands, your barricade. Tell me about the Nine of Wands for Leo, please. Thank you. Tell me about the Nine of Wands for Leo. Nine of Wands for Leo. Nine of Wands for Leo. Messages. Boop. I'm laughing at myself because I'm just ridiculous. Right, we have on their sides well, actually, no, we'll start from the beginning. You get the Six of Cups, the Empress on its side, the Four of Swords, and you've also got the Five of Pentacles here. Yes, this current energy, this is how you were affected, this defensiveness, like to the extreme of not just being defensive, but hiding. I'm going to stay behind this barrier and I'm not going to move because I don't want to get hurt again. I don't want to be invaded. The people from your past, how important are they? How important do they figure into all of this? And also, I feel that there's something about your childhood here that needs to be addressed. Is this feeling something that you have carried for since childhood? This barrier mode, is this like a defense mechanism? Is what I should probably say, that you formed from when you were younger, which is fine because you feel that that keeps you safe. But the problem with this mode is that it is stifling your abundance. It's stifling your love of self and how you nurture yourself. But not only that, it is stopping you from healing. It's stopping you from resting. And with the Five of Pentacles here, I feel that there's a sense of displacement that has come with this. And possibly as well, poor health. But don't forget your faith. Your faith in yourself, a higher being, whichever. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck here. Nine of Cups. You've got the Hanged Man, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. I feel that you are wishing for a change in perspective. And not only that, but you're wishing for something that is going to come your way. Maybe you're just giving into the will of the universe and seeing what happens. And that is how you will be healing. But if you do things properly in the way that they should be done, as in you be studious about yourself and you take your time over your expansion of self and recognize that it takes a long time to do it, and it is hard work. Self-improvement is a lifelong task, I hate to say, but new adventures are there for you. And I think you know that. You do know that the new adventures are out there for you. It's just taking the chance on yourself, letting down your barriers and your boundaries. Right, the Ten of Wands just flipped out there, and I feel that you're exhausting yourself with this barrier mechanism that you have. So, what to reduce or remove from your life is the Hierophant, and that's quite an interesting one to do for this. So let's get some more clarity in that. Tell me about the Hierophant for, okay, for Leo. Tell me about the Hierophant for Leo. What to reduce or remove in your life. Okay. What to reduce or remove from your life. Okay, that's enough. Oh, we'll come back to that. Now, this is quite interesting, Leo, because the Hierophant talks about faith and it talks about lessons, and it also talks about higher education, right? But see, given that we talked about this card here for your barrier defense mechanism, how like you could be getting quite poorly, but you have faith. It could be that your faith is actually something that you need to reduce. Are you praying to your deity that they'll make it better? Or are you delving deeply into your studies thinking that it will make it better? Because it may give you comfort to do that, right? But other than comfort, what does faith actually do? Will it help you figure out your emotions? Not necessarily. Will it help you process them? Not necessarily. Will it help you figure out what to do in the future when these emotions arise? Not necessarily. The only thing that will help you do that is you putting hard work into it. Maybe even seek a counsellor. That might be key. And not only that, but making sure that you are spending enough time on it. Make sure that you are being generous to yourself in how much time you put into understanding your emotions, because your cup is overrunning. There's so many emotions in there that it's overspilling. Face your fears and blow away the illusions that you have. I know that you feel uncertain about your capacity to do these things that I'm talking about, but if you do that, your self-respect and your understanding of what makes healthy boundaries and how to maintain those boundaries is going to soar. You're going to love yourself. Not only that, but a new path is going to open for you, and it is one that you are meant to take, because this is a karmic cycle for you. And again, you have that the Knight of Cups there, so perhaps it could entirely be that somebody new is on the horizon for you. You just haven't seen it yet. Maybe this is you as well, with you being able to wear your heart on your sleeve, because you'll be able to process your emotions and how to express them. Very interesting. If you can hear my dog, I'm sorry. She's fine, she's just gobby. She's a sweetheart, but gobby. Right, what to introduce more into your life is the Ace of Wands, and that is seizing those opportunities that come your way, exploring the things that give you joy, your creativeness, there we go, creativeness, that's not even a word, and your passions, maybe even a new job. Tell me about the Ace of Wands, please, for Leo, what to introduce. Ace of Wands, what to introduce. Thank you. What to introduce. Thank you. Anything else? Oh, thank you. That was a nice one. Right. We have the Four of Cups, the King of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and the Lovers. Yeah, I feel that exploration of things that bring you joy and to express your creativity has not been something that you have really particularly been interested in the In the past. Do you get bored easily? Um, Perhaps it's some of the things in the past that you used to do, that you used to find interesting and that sparked you joy, you don't want to do them anymore, which is common when it comes to grief, for example. But if you just have kindness and compassion for yourself and understand, okay, things have changed. I need to look at myself and be able to express my emotions. I need to have emotional intelligence. I need to nurture myself. There could also be a person in your life that you hold in high esteem who will help you with this, who will make you feel safe. You're holding on to something for dear life. But once you find something new that is going to be precious to you, then that is going to bring about so much love. Could also be as well that you're in a state of duality with doing something that that you love and something that brings you stability. You can do both of those things. You can do the one thing that you love and brings you stability, or you can do two things, one that you do for love and one that you do for stability. Just comes down to time management. So let's look at the shadow card. The shadow card being the moon, and that talks about you looking at your fears. Tell me about the moon card for Leo. Tell me about the moon card. Thank you. Yes, you can come. Thank you. Tell me about the moon card for Leo. Interesting. Right, so what is the shadow card all about? So the shadow card, as I say, is looking at that part of you that you don't particularly want to see, but it does need to be healed. Now, why do we need to do that? Because if we don't do that thing, then likely it means that patterns repeat and cycles repeat. And this heartache that you have now, or the problems that you have now, will just happen again, but wearing a different skin. That sounds really grim. Um, but once you get to the bottom of it, once you get to that layer of when you're uncomfortable with working with your shadow side, that's the area where a lot of people stop because they go, right, okay, I know what it is and I get it. I'm aware of it now. But if you work to the point where you get really uncomfortable with it, like excruciatingly uncomfortable, that's when you're exploring the whys behind it. Okay, but why does this happen? And why do I feel this way? Where does that come from? That's where the healing starts. That's where you'll be able to go, okay, that's the reason for that. And you're able to adjust your mindset and behaviors and emotional patterns after that. So, what is this here? The moon. Now, I have this card on its side for a purpose because it's neither this way nor that way. It's the shadow side for a reason. The moon talks about facing your fears. It's that you feeling very uncertain about yourself, about things that are around you, also the illusions that may have built up around certain things. So, how do you do that? How do you take care of that? You have the Two of Pentacles, you have the Three of Cups, you have the High Priestess, the Emperor, and the King of Wands. Okay. So essentially, there is a type of a balancing thing that you have to do that, and it's regaining balance between it all. So where does this fear and this uncertainty come from? You have the celebration and the joy within the Three of Cups there. You have the instinct and the intuition with the High Priestess. You get the sternness and the analytical thought of the Emperor. And you've got the Knight of Wands that puts action into motion, and who goes out and seeks the things, the experiences. I feel that all of this requires rebalanced for you. I'm hearing sisters. Sisters, is there something in that? Only you know, Leo. But think about that for a second there. Because I do feel that there is something at a whack for you. There's a reason why your instinct is suffering because of this uncertainty that you have. So while people around you might be having a lot of fun, and there may be a lot of fun things going around you, what is it that is bringing you back and telling you to sit down and be quiet? Is it a person? Is it an individual? The Emperor can talk about somebody in authority. So that could be somebody, whoever you feel is in authority over you. That can be a parent, it could be a teacher, it could be a partner, a spouse, anything like that. But I feel that what would actually really benefit from you, this uncertainty of self that you have, this shadow work. You have people around you that love you and enjoy being with you, and that's really beautiful. But I feel that there's something clouding your intuition or your instincts. And I feel that there's something in this Emperor energy here for you, that's causing that. King of Wands, Six of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and you've got the Wheel of Fortune again. I think once you decide to take action and you decide to take ownership of yourself, because that's the only way that you're gonna really be able to make progress on yourself. Nobody else can do it for you. You have to do it. Once you decide to go ahead and do that, there will be success for you, especially on a group level. For the Three of Pentacles, there could be like a learning environment or a support group of some type, or even an artistic collaboration could be coming into play for you that's really going to help you. But this is part of your cycle. This. And I feel that it's because of this this uncertainty. It's the uncertainty that makes you ignore your instinct and your intuition. And that's why you listen more to this energy here. So how do you better manage your duties and responsibilities? And that is the King of Pentacles. That is you, Leo, recognizing that you have all the resources at your fingertips to make anything happen for you. If you become more grounded in looking at all of this for you, you will find a stability. There will be something there for you. Also, perhaps putting your trust into somebody that you find to be stable and resourceful, the likes of a counsellor or somebody who is able to help you with your healing. Tell me, actually, I'll do it down here. Tell me the King of Pentacles for Leo, please. King of Pentacles for Leo. King of Pentacles for Leo. All I'm getting? Okay. You have the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Yes. Once you realise that you have so many resources at your fingertips, use them. Don't be afraid to ask for help. It is okay to ask for help. It's not a failing in that. And to take advantage of what is on offer for you to get somewhere. You are going to reach a level of enjoying your life in the way that you should do it. There will be abundance for you, but you will be able to enjoy the things in life that you otherwise wouldn't have really noticed, or you would have taken for granted before. And success is going to come your way. This hard work that you can do to heal yourself and to break away from this barrier mode that keeps on repeating these cycles for you. Yes, I know it is hard work, but resources are available to you to get it done. So it's already a heavy load, Leo. Why not ask somebody to help you carry? I think that's absolutely wonderful. Right, at this point, I would probably do a summary, but these readings in particular are quite long and we do a lot of discussion through it, so I feel that it's a bit redundant at this point. But I do hope that I've given you some food for thought. And congratulations if some of this has been a really bitter pill to swallow, but you're still going to take it on board, because it is not easy doing work for your authenticity. It's not simple. Like I said, it's that whole levels of discomfort. So if you did like what you saw and heard today and you found it useful, then please by all means do hit the like, share and subscribe buttons, and I'll see you again for your next reading, which is your general reading next week. But in the meantime, Leo, please do take care of yourself, all right?